I've gotten a lot of comments from you guys over the last couple of months to give the Asia expansion or Rajas of Asia, one of the two mods, a try. And so I'm going to do that today here with the Asia expansion mod. Kind of excited to check this one out. This is going to be like my normal videos where I sort of give you my general impressions, just sort of click around on the mod, look for things that I would find interesting, and then maybe play around with it for a little bit because I did hear it had some performance issues. But starting off here, we're in 867, and if you look at the 867 and 1066, we actually have two start dates. This is Fall of a Giant and Two Sons of Heaven. Big thing for me, I'm a big fan of start dates and like creating narratives and just letting people know what things they should maybe play. And so this, to me, is already a huge sign for the mod. So as we can see, this is about the supremacy of the Tang Dynasty, which greatly influenced its neighbors for over a quarter millennia, is beginning to wane following a series of disastrous events. Their neighbors have begun to question the ruling dynasty's tenure as Asia's preeminent power, with countries like Japan progressively distancing themselves from Chinese influence and turning ever more inward. Interesting. Has the Tang truly lost the mandate of heaven? And if so, what would this mean for the other powers of Asia? So we have that going on here, sort of like the weakening power of the Tang Dynasty here in China. So we have Two Sons in Heaven here for 1066. Nearly 160 years have passed since the fall of the Tang, and in its wake, two powers have risen to fill the vacuum, namely the Chinese-led Song Dynasty in much of China, and the Khitan-led Liao Dynasty to the north. Despite both dynasties styling themselves as Sons of Heaven, the conflict which naturally ensued managed to be resolved following the Chanyan Treaty? I'm not sure. In which the two powers recognized each other as equals and led to over a century of relatively peaceful coexistence. That's actually really interesting that they both did that. So we have the Song and then the Liao. Ah, I see. And then we obviously have the other cultures, like we have Korea here, which Korea seems to be independent on both of these. Interesting. Or King of Silla here. I'm gonna click in here in the 1066 one. Let's just start off with the Song Dynasty just to like click around and look at it. I mean, look at their clothing. It looks fantastic. All right, so we're here in 1066 with the Song Dynasty, and let me remove this for a second. As you can see, the map has been expanded greatly because the normal Crusader Kings 3 map, which I'll just put on the screen now, it stops over here, sort of on the borders of like India, and then I guess what you would call, I don't know, like Central Eastern Asia. I'm not sure what the term for this is, the mountainous region. But this one, when we come back, you can see that we have all of this new expansive areas. We have all the island peoples down here. We obviously have Japan. We have Korea. We have a bunch of cool stuff here. So I'm going to definitely be clicking around to just check things out. And probably, like I said, I'm going to click one of these people just to see like how performance goes. Maybe like for like 5-10 minutes, just to let you know. But anyway, so this is Shu of Song, who is literally about to die, meaning that we would be playing as this guy, his 18-year-old son. Honestly, we could probably just stay as the Song then. Let's look at our royal court. I'm actually quite interested. Oh, wow. This is beautiful. Whoa, 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 whoa. That looks stunning. Wow, this is a really nice courtroom. My God. I like how she just has to stand there, my wife and Empress. She's only 34? He's only 34? He looks so old. I mean, what is he dying of? Does it say? Oh, he has cancer. And he's melancholic, and he's crazy, and he's spindly. Good Lord. Okay, so he's from the Han culture. He worships a Confucian faith. Actually, what are the unique faiths over here? Let's see. So we have Zen. Oh, the Buddhist faith, yep. Yangism. Interesting. I think there's also, yeah, let's come down here real quick. Oh my goodness. We have Malay. Wow. What is this? The people of Papu revere the spirits of their ancestors and believe that supernatural powers pervade the world around them. Human sacrifice. Wow, that's a great symbol. That's crazy looking. What does Japan have? Shintoism, yep. The Yamato culture. Interesting. And then up here so they have Mahayana, which is the Buddhist culture. What is the Lao? They worship Zen. They worship a Neo-Confucian philosophy of the Song Dynasty that was formed by absorbing the teachings of Buddhism and Taoism. It believes the key emanates from Taji, or the great ultimate, though Li, the law of all things. Oh, through Li, the law of all things. Key is manifest through yin and yang modes as a wuxing of the 5 phases, which are basic processes defining the universe. And they worship legalism, ritual hospitality, and ancestor worship. Very cool. So this is like what modern day, I mean, Mongolia would definitely be in here if we zoomed way in. So if we zoom way in, actually, we can see the Great Wall, which looks fantastic, by the way. It spans an insane amount. Look at this. That's quite lovely. Quite nice. I like that. I don't think this touches India at all, to be honest with you. I'm not sure it does anything down there. These are the Javanese, the Khmer, which I've actually played a lot of these guys in Age of Empires 2, so, you know, that's cool to see. I'm curious what sort of inventory items people got. What does this royal court look like? Oh my god, they get their own too? Dang. Or is this like, is this one that's already in the game? I don't remember, but this looks phenomenal. Oh my goodness. This looks really, really nice. I am always blown away by like the stuff people make in these. This looks just absolutely beautiful. What sort of decisions do we got here? Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy with them. He's about to die. His heir is unmarried. Let's see, what sort of alliances can he get? His heir needs like a wife like now, I would say. We'll just do that for him. We'll do that for him. I'm not going to pick a lifestyle path. I don't think there is even anything in there. Dynasty Legacies would be cool. Noble Veins, probably. Or like, I don't know, Mostly Fair. Mostly Fair sounds kind of good. Sounds like a good thing. Hold Court, not going to do that. Wait, where's our capital? Let's see. Let me look at where I'm at. And I will zoom in. Ah, okay, here we go. Any unique buildings? Okay, here we go. We have the Iron Pagoda. Constructed in 1049 during the Song Dynasty, the Iron Pagoda of the Yongu Temple, renowned for its iron-hued brickwork resembling iron, stands as a masterpiece of Song architecture, showcasing intricate carvings of Buddha, monks, mythical creatures, and frescoes detailing Chinese tales such as the Journey to the West. That is very cool. I always enjoy stuff like that. I'm a big fan. Actually, we can double check just to see. I know this is a weird like overview that I'm doing right now. We can double check just to see. Whoa, dang! Oh my lord! Obviously, the Great Wall is everywhere. They've actually made it quite expansive as it is in real life. All sorts of stuff. My goodness. My goodness. They've even got stuff over here in Japan. We got like Mount Fuji, which you can actually kind of see. Yeah, it's like right there. That's actually really neat. Mount Fuji, the tallest mountain in Japan, and revered since ancient times, has inspired artists, poets, and writers for centuries, owing to its scenic beauty and sacred aura. The summit serving as the dwelling place of Asama no Okami. I'm assuming that's God of the Sun, right? Bears religious significance and was the site of numerous pilgrimages during the Heian period. Wow, so there's a lot of love put into this. I did not imagine that it was going to be this expansive. I didn't think that it was going to be this big. I love the big pagan. I'm not sure how you would say that. I love that it's just gigantic. That's really funny to me. Let's see what else we got going on over here. A lot of Malay. They have sort of an interesting faith down here. A lot of islands that you could play on, which is cool. I'm always a big fan of doing that. What is this? Eastern Siberian faith. Oh, there's so many. Look at this. Okay, so let's check out this culture map here for a second. We have the Min, which I believe this is another dynasty too that controlled China, didn't it? Am I crazy? Am I making that up? I feel like I've heard this before. Yao culture, interesting. Very, and then obviously the Han up there. This is very cool. I'm gonna jump around. I think this is Vietnam, right? Or like what would be Vietnam? The Khmer, obviously. We have the Champa. Interesting. Yeah, let's just jump. Should I? I'm trying to figure out what I should do here. There's so many options. I'm kind of curious if anybody gets any unique decisions. So let's just hop around. Found a new empire, which, interestingly, they do not have that option yet. He's also quite old. His son is also unmarried. He's his counselor. Do they have an interesting... Oh, they do! Okay, so they must be... These teams must be working together with Shogunate, because this is the Shogunate Japan Royal Court. Interesting. That is actually incredible. I love that. Now I'm curious. Let's go to somebody who's totally... maybe we need like a king, though. Duchy. Javanese. I feel like... let's see. Who else could we maybe find? This is a unique one. Okay, so it's the same. Interesting. And he said he's at war? Or he has no player heir? Oh, he does not have a player heir. Interesting, interesting. And he worships a sort of Buddhist faith. They combine elements from the Tantric Buddhist spirit worship. Oh, no, they worship as well as Hinduism. Interesting. That's very cool. Let's come down here to the Khmer. And I'm just curious. I'm so curious about all of this. Take stewardship of the sacred river. Oh my goodness. The Ganges Plains. Oh. Whoa. Okay. So that's like an option. You get Lord of the Ganges. That's really, really cool. And that's interesting that they have that. Why is that? Is their faith sort of like... They worship Shiva, the creator and the destroyer of all worlds. Interesting. So they are specifically Shiva worshippers. And they are feudal. Oh, we didn't even... They have war elephants as one of their men-at-arms, which is... I mean, that's... That's absolutely dope. Let's say we don't even need to hop through. I don't know what I'm doing. They have Chukanu archers. If you've ever played Age of Empires 2, again, that's a wonderful, wonderful nod in both games to history. Got horse archers up here, of course. That makes sense. Japan, of course, has samurai. Oh my god, mountaineers, which don't have a picture, but that is really cool. What do these guys got? Mangonels, of course. Everybody's got mangonels. What about you guys? Just bowmen. I mean, that makes sense. That's like pretty standard stuff. I like, oh, palace guards. What the heck is this? That's really cool. That's really, really neat. Is the Burmese. I like this. Let's come here. Let's come here. I'm just gonna hit play because I really want to see how the game like runs. Not a lot of decisions, obviously, so I guess you'd have to be, if you were more like accustomed to the history in this region. Holy crap, 24 family members can get married? Good lord. What is my succession looking like? Oh, it's primogeniture. Oh, so he's gonna get all of it. Well, damn, dude, that's crazy. And then who is this? This guy. Oh my god, why does nobody like him? Really? Nobody likes this guy. That's crazy. No wonder the start is hard. Even his wife hates him. Because he's arbitrary, spindly. Oh my god. Does anybody like this guy? I'm just gonna hit play just to see what happens. I formed an alliance. God, nobody likes this dude. Let's just build a building here. Let's just do. You know what? Let's just add a little money. We'll do farms and fields. Nice. It's got a lot of money coming in. Oh wait, we got a building here. University. We'll do walls and towers. And over here, you know what? Maybe we'll just do a little more farms and fields. A lot of farms and fields, I think, would be good. Just to increase that wealth a little bit. Let it go. Have it go crazy. Okay, so they have Chinese pikemen. This really lovely men-at-arms picture, which is fantastically beautiful. Obviously, the Chukanu. I didn't notice the Chinese pikemen at first. Interesting. I wonder what the difference is between the two. The armor-clad pikemen equipped with the Ji spear constitute the backbone of any Chinese army. And then what about the Chukanus? Armed with the Chukanu, these archers are capable of shooting bolts at a devastating rate. Okay, so those are like the repeating crossbows. Yep. Alright, he's dead. He died at 34 of heart failure. Alright. The new Hongdi, with the passing of my father, the responsibility to lead the vast Digo now falls on my shoulders. I stand before all my vassals, adjust my new crown, and widen my stance. Oh, the things I will accomplish. You get song. This song. Interesting. And so these two, could they go to war for each other? They cannot subjugate each other, because you have to be exalted among men, which makes sense. I'm actually curious if that other guy could have done it. He has an impressive empire. Obviously, too many. I wonder what his council would look like. Do they hate him? They don't like him either, which is why. Grandeurs below expected level. So many duchies. Opinion of my. Oh, the predecessor opinion matters in this. I think that matters anyway, but Jesus, no wonder this is hard. Dude's gonna get absolutely murked. Good lord. His is war, so I guess we'll do strategy focus. I kind of want to just go to war for something. I don't know what. Siege de jure. What is our de jure borders? Oh, it's huge. Wow. Even this is part of my de jure? For real? Can I offer him vassalage? And he would say no, of course. Minus 322. Yeah, we could just take that county if we wanted to. I am curious to see if we like go to war, how that plays out. Yeah, we can do that because my heir's got to be like a little kid, right? Too many held duchies. We can definitely get rid of one of these. Probably this one. I mean, who knows, dog? Who even knows who this should go to? What sort of bonuses can we get here in the capital? Song Cheng gets a pretty high one. And some pretty good stuff. Not so bad. Not so bad. Plus 9 attack. That's pretty good. We obviously got armored footmen as well. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. That's not too bad. I'm losing prestige every month, probably from that. A lot of duchies to make. Pretty much all duchies. A lot of alliances you can make. Pretty cool. I'm going to jump around. And I'm going to come, let's see. Well, what do these guys get? Do they get anything interesting and unique? We found Holy Order, adopt feudal ways. They're obviously raiding peoples. Yeah, they're just going on a raid. So we'll just follow them. We'll just observe as we're here up above. Okay, so they don't have unique models on the map, which is unfortunate, but He's going to raiding. And now he's ill. Apparently I shouldn't have clicked him because I'm like a cursed god. My courtier was captured in the attack that just happened. That's interesting for them. I am curious to see, did they do anything for China? Let's actually go back. Let's go back here. We'll just declare war on... Oh, here we go. Here's the little guy. Can't declare war. What activity is he at? Oh, interesting. He's traveling somewhere. Where's he going? Where are you going? Oh, he's going to a grand tourney. Oh, whoa! That looks sick. I mean, I think this is already a thing in the game. That looks fantastic. I don't want to be in a tournament. Oh, nice. Yeah, he'll take a concubine, all right. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, let's try this guy then. I'm curious. Also, I'm just gonna let it play. I don't see any performance issues on my end so far. I wanted to do a war because I feel like very nice. I feel like that's usually when you have the problems with this mod or with any mod. Oh my god, come on. But what I was saying is, like, I feel like a lot of these mods, when you're playing around with them, they tend to get like too bogged down. But I'm not seeing any like no major performance problems on my end. But I really want to try and like go to war with somebody. Everybody's in a freaking activity, my guy. Let me switch. So how many troops do you have? He's also going to this tournament. Good lord, everybody's going to this tournament. Every single person. Every single person is going to the tournament. I just want to like... I'm just going to flip here. This guy's... He's certainly not in a tournament, right? Alright, so they've got custom men-at-arms. They look actually fabulous. The armor looks great. Oh, they get a few interesting ones. So they get the Sohi, they get the Samurai. The Sohi are a monk warrior. Ooh, that is really cool, actually. That's really, really sick. Now, where is his capital? He has the Kyoto Imperial Palace, serves as the residence of the Imperial family, and is rich with features of traditional Japanese architecture, serene gardens, and meticulously crafted structures that reflect the elegance and grandeur of the Imperial Court. Is there a unique building for this? Oh yeah, they got like sort of a... I think it's a unique model. I love the farms too. Alright, so I've jumped back to 867 now. We see the Tang Dynasty sort of on the verge of like a collapse, I think is what they said. This guy gets Lao Zuzi, the Tiger Sons, forming the elite corps of the Nanzhao military. They were chosen from the strongest warriors. Cowardice wasn't tolerated among them, with retreat being punishable by death. Of course, always love that. It's very fun. Very nice. Who doesn't love a little death? We have the Khmer Empire again. I'm actually going to switch to them because I am curious. Let's see what their area looks like. What do they got here? Oh, and you can construct Angkor Wat. The famed city of temples is a revered religious site devoted to Vishnu. I didn't know that. Its intricate bas reliefs, towering spires, and expansive courtyards distinguish it among holy places, representing Mount Meru, the abode of the gods. Angkor Wat's 5 towers symbolize its peaks and walls, representing the surrounding mountain ranges, and the moat signifying the sea. So this is what, this would be Cambodia then, and so this is the Khmer Empire coming out of Cambodia. That's really cool. I actually didn't realize that that's where they were from. So if they worship Vishnu, then why do they worship Shaivism? That's interesting. It's interesting. He definitely was more like, oh, this is like a warrior sort of dude. What is their historical... Oh god, that's not... What the hell is this? That's not that. That's not what I want. Khmer Empire title. It actually does not have any de jure borders, which means it's free real estate. So we could literally go anywhere we wanted to if we were going to do that. You know what? Let's take a county. Let's take a county. Let's come on up. God said that I could take your county, and I'm going to. He said it to me. He whispered in my ear. He gave me a little kiss in my ear, and he said, "I'm going to take that." I was like, "Yes, God, you got it. God is so good." Here we go. Gonna come right here. And we're going to raise all of our armies. And let's see, do they have a unique? They do not. I don't know what it would look like. It's interesting how their clothing, how they have less clothing, or more clothing rather. Now, this throne room is killing me. It's so sick. I really love this. I don't know if this is custom to the mod. I can't remember, but it looks fabulous. Absolutely fantastic. And again, not noticing any sort of like issues with performance. I'm not noticing any lag. I had no issues loading in. I was even able to exit and load back in, which is rare for Crusader Kings because it has so much RAM, demand. Oh, what's this? Arrange a betrothal. Oh, wow. Sure. Wow. That's very cool. Alliance power. Oh, I could be allied to the Han. Yeah, why not? I mean, they're probably going to collapse, but, you know, whatever. I mean, it's a good for the future, right? Smart father, smart business. And 7 months, just going to take it. Do they have any unique... I really like... So what I'm seeing here, we don't need to do any more of that. What I'm seeing here is that there's been a lot of attention paid, like time paid to the local areas of each region. Like all of the unique buildings in particular are kind of blowing me away, if I'm being completely honest with you. Like there's so much stuff here that like I feel like it gives you a lot more historical context, which is really cool. I'm a big fan of stuff like this. If you guys have ever watched my videos, you know that I love what is unique, what's been brought to the table. And I think that this does that really well with a lot of the unique assets and stuff. And honestly, it plays really well. So if you have, like, I don't have a crazy computer. I have a pretty moderate one, I would say. It's like very middle of the road at this point. I think that this runs perfectly fine. You should be pretty much okay to run it on most PCs, I would say, because it doesn't change too much. I mean, it's just adding like this. It's not really too much of a map difference. Maybe late game, you'd have some problems. I could definitely see that, but I'm a big fan. I give this a ringing endorsement, as it were. But that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you want to see me do anything in this mod, maybe give me some context historically and some goals, because you know that's what I like to do. But I really like this from a glance. Also, I apologize if I sounded a little weird in this video. I'm a little hungover today, if I'm being honest with you. But I wanted to make something for this today, so here we are. As always, I'm Soul. This has been Asia Expansion, or the Asia Expansion Project. Can't remember what. This has been the Asia Expansion Project. I will happily see you in the next one.